Oh my god, he lost. He blundered his rook. Oh my god, he would have won. What the actual flip just happened? Yo, what's up guys? Today is day one of the road to 2200, starting from 1848. A lot of people have been asking for this, trying to go from 1850 all the way to 2200. Let's get it started. Alright, so we're going to start with the white pieces against Let's Play 07. He's rated 1823. Okay, so we're going to start with e4, e5. Pretty standard. I like to play knight f3 here. Of course, there are many moves in this situation. Here, I like to go for just a classic Italian. He's going to play h6 because he doesn't want knight into g5. But here, we're just going to castle. Try to go as quickly as possible. Get our king to safety. But yeah, so the goal is going to be to get to 2200. And it's going to take a couple games. It's going to take quite a couple games. But we're going to get there. So my opponent played bishop to g4. So we're going to we have to deal with that because I don't want to keep this pin here. Because this pin's actually really annoying. So first we're going to kick the bishop. Either he's going to take or he's going to move back. He's going to move back. So now the way to get rid of this pin is that we could end up with our knight on d2, and that would guard the knight on f3. So I think that we're going to go for that. But I also think it's not such a big deal if he doubles our pawns, but obviously we'd rather that not happen. But for now, I'm just going to play it safe. Play d3. Okay, so my opponent played knight c6. So in this position, the question will be how we're going to develop our dark squared bishop. And you always have to ask yourself, how are you going to end up developing all your pieces? Because you can't develop them in a way that's going to lead to a bad position for you. You have to always plan ahead. What is the reason for your moves? And how are you going to end up developing your pieces to their best squares? So I actually think for now, I don't know what I want to do with this bishop. Because it doesn't look like it's going to end up very happy. Because this square is taken. This square doesn't seem too great. So I'm actually just going to play bishop to e3 now to get the bishop out of the way so that I'm not blocking it when I play the bishop into... when I play the knight into d2. Okay, so he plays knight f6. He's probably trying to play bishop e7 and castle. So what can we do? First off, I think we are going to develop our knight. And now the goal should be to eventually play d4. If we could play d4, that would be the best thing. Because he has not castled yet, and we want to open up the position. It takes him another 2 moves to castle. Okay, so my opponent has played bishop e7 like we said. So here, if we play d4, he's going to take, and then we can't take because we're pinned. So we would have to take, and then he would take, and we would lose a pawn. So instead, we could prepare this. That's one option. Or we could kick the bishop. I don't think it's too dangerous to kick the bishop in this position. I think it's actually okay. And then maybe even go for a knight reroute eventually. So I think we're going to go for that. And let's see what happens. He's going to play bishop g6. And here, the problem is that if we play knight h4, he might be able to sacrifice. Let me calculate this. Can he sacrifice knight to e4? Because if we take back, then we would lose the knight on h4 and just be down a pawn. So what if we play knight h4, knight e5, e4, and then here we take his bishop? Yeah, I don't think he could sacrifice. I think we have to go for it. Because now if he takes, I think we could just take the bishop. And then we're also hitting the rook. And if he takes back, then he would have just lost a piece. So I think this is actually okay for us. I definitely like our position. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. So my opponent is thinking, for the first time really in this whole game, as you can see, he's been taking maybe a few seconds per move. This was really the only other move that he thought on was bishop e7. Not sure why. This seemed like a pretty obvious move. But right now he's actually going into the tank. And the reason why he's going into the tank is because it's very hard to deal with this bishop. Because you're not going to be able to castle once I take it on this side, which is why he eventually decided on queen up to d7. Because now he's planning to castle this way. Which is why I actually don't want to allow that, and I want to start an attack. So I could start an attack like this and start pushing all my pawns here. But the problem is I'm worried about, does he have a knight sacrifice? I don't think so. There's too many defenders. I think it's fine. So I'm actually just going to, I don't think I should take the bishop. Maybe I should put the knight here and then takes, and then start my attack. This way the knight's not loose in all of these different variations. Because if I leave the knight loose, then I'm always have to worry about different sacrifices where he ends up winning the knight at the end. And yes, I'm able to take the bishop, but let's say he goes here, and then I take the bishop, then he takes my bishop, then he's hitting the queen. So I think I should just first put the knight in the middle. Maybe I'll take with this pawn actually to keep this closed. And now the goal is just to push p on this side of the board. So he hits the bishop with this pawn, and there's really only two options. We can either move back or bishop e5. The problem with moving back is I don't see how the bishop really is going to get active at all. I don't think he has to move this pawn. And I think it's better to keep the pin, to be honest. But he might end up castling this way. I'm going to move back. And the reason for this is that here, yes, you have the pin on the knight, but here you still have this long diagonal against f7 if he ever castles kingside. And if he castles queenside, then we can just start with our put. Yeah, see? So he moved the pawn up, which makes our bishop now good again. The problem is, oh, the bishop's trapped. Oh my god, the bishop's trapped. Wow. Terrible. Terrible. Oh my god. What do we do with that? Maybe it's not all over. What could we do? I am terrible at drawing arrows, apparently. Okay, and we're also down on the clock, which is great. Wow. Wow. Okay, so I think we're just going to have to give up the bishop. So I don't know. Wow. Okay, so let's just move. Try to connect the rooks. He's going to take. We're going to take back. I took with the pawn because I don't want his knight coming in. Okay, we're going to have to speed up. This is going to be a rough one to come back from. It's definitely possible, though. Okay. So he castles. So I really think the only way we could win this game is with a crazy attack. So I'm going to start pushing pawns on that side of the board. Try to get his king weak. Keep going. Knight can't take, is defended by the rook. Now we can go here, I believe. Or we could just take a free pawn and then come back whenever we need to with tempo on the queen. Seems good. Nice, it's defended. And now I think that the best way to do this is to push the pawns like this and hit the bishop. Because right now the bishop can't take. The problem is if I do this, this becomes very weak. But to be quite honest, I don't think we have a choice. Especially with 3 minutes on the clock. So we're going to go for it. We're going to go for c3, b4, c4, b5, and try to start a crazy attack. Okay, so he is now threatening to take the pawn. We could take the knight, but that's bad because I don't want to simplify. We could also defend, but that's also bad because then the rook is kind of awkward. I don't like it there. Or we could play knight here, getting the knight active and defending this. I like that. Knight defends the pawn backwards while jumping towards the center, hitting the middle, helping in the attack towards the king. Whoops, here. And now we're really threatening some nasty stuff. Wow. he is just going to ignore all of it. He's threatening this pawn. I don't know if it's so important to care about that pawn. I'm going to hit the bishop. If he takes here, then we're going to hit the knight and the bishop at the same time. Okay, so he checks. We're going to go here. And if he trades, then he is up material. But maybe there's a chance because we have such good activity. Yeah, to be honest, I don't think there's a chance. This is terrible, man. If we take the knight, though, he might have just blundered a piece back. Because the knight's defending the bishop. Uh-oh. The knight was defending the bishop. So now once he takes back, who's defending the bishop? Okay, we're kind of back in it, guys. We're kind of back in it. I'm going to go here, defend the knight. He's going to take the pawn, and then we're going to go here, activating the knight and activating the rook. Trying to get something going. Defending the pawn. Hitting the rook. Hitting the pawn. Let's see what happens here. So here he's actually kind of realizing that he screwed this up. But it's definitely still better for him. But maybe we could try to do something here. I'm putting my king and rook on squares that are diagonal from each other like this with one square in between, because then it can never get forked. But here, yeah, this is what I was talking about. His rooks are just, he's very active. Everything's very active. So I think we kind of just, if I go here, he's just going to pin me. So I really think the only move is rook d1 here. Now he's going to play knight into the middle while attacking my knight, removing the defender. And it's going to be very hard to deal with this, because then he's threatening all sorts of nasty checks. But again, we were down a piece and now we're down a pawn. So he does kind of feel the pressure, if you know what I mean. So again, he does have this knight move. And I'm not sure what I would do in that position. I feel like I should be thinking about that now. Because again, if we're going to get to 2200, we have to start thinking on our opponent's time. That's very important. If he jumps the knight in, he's hitting the knight. So I think then knight back is the only real move. But then he's going to pin us. And I guess to get out of the pin, we can run the king. And then after check, check, then move up again. And everything seems pretty safe. Even though the king looks like it's getting mated, I don't think it is. And then we would have a passed pawn. So I think knight here, knight back. Let's say he just moves the rook here, attacking the pawn. That's devastating. But then maybe there's like knight here. And if he takes, yeah, then we take this pawn. And then he's still up one pawn. But now the knight in the middle of the board is a little bit loose. And I'm getting to the 7th rank. Once I move my knight out of the way, the rook is going to sweep into the 7th rank. So this isn't so easy. But I do think this is the best move. I do think so. And of course, after each game, we're going to analyze. Okay, he goes this way. That is very interesting. Okay, rook here. We have a minute left, so I'm not sure what we should do. There isn't much of an option. Wow. There aren't many choices. We're down to a minute. I don't really see a way to defend this pawn. I think I have to try to get active with my king. He's going to take, we're going to take, he's going to take, we're going to take, he's going to trade and take. Interesting. So now, I think I could just take. But then he has fork. Wow. Wow, he's threatening the fork. So I have to go here, threatening his rook. Wow. This fork is brutal. Okay. I don't think that was the right move to actually give the check there, because now if he takes, we could just take with check and then win the other rook, so it doesn't really work. And if he takes, then we take back. Nice. Here, I think we just have to go after the pawns. Try to promote this guy. This is terrible. I can't believe I'm going to lose on time. I think he's just going to sacrifice it, to be honest. Yeah, he's going to have to sacrifice. Oh my god, he lost. He blundered his rook. Oh my god, guys. Guys, we won. We won. We just got to get our king back. That's it. Rook here, take the pawn, come back. Take the pawn. Oh my god, I'm reconnecting. Oh my god. Oh, we just lost to lag. That's insane. Oh my god. Oh my god. We would have won. I was reconnecting. Oh my god. That is the worst. What? Guys, that is not normal. What? What did he chat? The sleeping emoji? Oh my god, guys. That's insane. What a game. We both played terribly. That was a horribly played game. Wow. Kick out the bishop. Develop. Knight there was okay. I should have taken the bishop. That's interesting. Why? What's the continuation? Is it f4? So what is it? a4. Going... Wow. Kill this side and go straight on the other side. Start pushing pawns. Wow. Go for the attack. That's awesome. Okay, moving back. Terrible to blunder the bishop, obviously. Pushing pawns. Take. Attack the queen. Here. Should not have allowed the check, but then he blundered back the pawn. Knight there. I was supposed to go rook here, just to activate the rook on the open file. Very instructive. Now you have to defend it. King there was bad because now he has the fork, but that's not the right move. He's supposed to just disconnect the rook from the defense and get his knight in the middle, attack the knight, and just have very active pieces. Knight back. Good. And now we're winning because the king is too active. And then he just blunders his rook. Terrible. And here, it's completely winning, and I completely would have won this. And as you can see, my clock goes from 14 to 4. Oh my goodness. And luckily, we clutch up the draw. Oh my gosh. That is insane. Game 1. Wow. Okay. Let's see what we could do with the black pieces. Okay, so we are playing Diki Nuridana from, I guess I can't click on the flag, Indonesia. Okay. Let's see if he goes for the Queen's Gambit. Okay, he doesn't. So here, I usually just like to develop normally. It's very common that people take out this bishop, and then you end up getting cooked by the queen coming to b3. So I always try to be careful about that. Okay, here, he wants to develop his bishop this way on this long diagonal, so I'm going to shut down that diagonal as soon as I can. Then I'm going to develop the bishop, finish my development, probably get the bishop to d6 and castle. castle. Okay, so I'm going to offer the trade of bishops just because I don't want his bishop to stay active if I don't offer it. Then I'm going to castle. This is a great square for the knight. So I'm going to try to get a knight there. He's going to try to get a knight here. Now if he takes, I'm going to take back with the bishop because I don't want to have doubled pawns. And I want my bishop to be active. Here I'm going to, of course, bring my other knight to get another supporter and try to get a knight to this square. And here I'm going to take, because now I have my other knight to come in, and then I can play f6 to get rid of his powerful knight while trying to keep my powerful knight. And if he takes it, then I have a bishop for a knight, which is good. So here I'm going to attack the knight, try to get it to move. If he moves back, then we're going to pin it, which is good. And if it moves there, that's fine. But now I think we have some momentum, some tempo. Because now I'm going to attack. I'm going to get in the middle of the board with my pawns and try to open up the rooks. Try to open up the rooks on this file. See if he takes. So he doesn't take. Which means that now we have to go back. And this isn't easy to play with white. My pieces are very active. Here, I think I have to take first. Let's see. If I move, he's going to take. And then after take, he wins this pawn. So I have to take first. Not give up that tempo. And then now move my bishop back. Maybe it was better to keep it on this diagonal, actually. Yeah, we could look at that after. Okay, so he pushes the pawn. Now this pawn's actually a weakness. But I don't think that was a good push. And I'll tell you why I don't think that was a good push. I think takes, push wins the pawn. No. If I take and he takes, then we push the pawn. He's going to play knight here. And that'll defend the pawn, actually. That's very nice. There's got to be something, though. Takes. Maybe first take. Maybe we just first get the rook active. He can't take, because then we take. And then after queen takes back, rook takes, and we're up a piece. And yes, he could then take here, but that would be fun. Okay. Now if we take, and he takes, it's probably still the same thing. Because now we can take. I think this has to be the move. I don't know. If we take, he takes, and then you take the knight. Then the rook will take, and you can't even push the pawn, because then just bishop takes, knight takes, queen takes. Oh, not bishop takes. What am I saying? If it's pawn takes, bishop takes. Whoa. Bishop takes, rook takes. All right. Pawn push. Bishop takes, knight takes, queen takes. We lose. If we don't take, though, I feel like this is just horrible. We do have queen check here. Could be a sneaky little move in some lines. Takes. Wow. I can't let him take. Maybe I can. Maybe I can let him take. But then what's the best improving move for me right now if I let him take? Is it just doubling? I'm going to go for it. He has... Okay. I'm thinking about pushing this pawn. Okay. Now he's going to, of course, push this pawn, which is really bad for us. And I did not see that that was an option. Okay. So we're in a terrible position. But it's okay. We have to try to get out of this. Try to stop this. So I'm going to go here. Get the knight to the middle. Yes, this pass pawn is disgustingly good. And our position sucks. But that knight looks good. I'll tell you that. That knight looks dang good. That's all I can say. Wow. This pawn is terrible. We're going to get the knight to the middle, tempo on the queen. He's going to give check for no reason. We're going to block. Queen's going to move, and we're going to just resign. Here, 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 here. I cannot believe that we let this happen. Maybe knight here. Maybe. Maybe take the open file. I say we take the open file. Try to get our rooks to the open file. Get the queen in the game somehow. Get the bishop in. Maybe it's not lost after all. But we're going to have to move a lot faster because, as we saw with the last game, that could be a problem. Where'd my mouse go? There it is. Wow, guys. Getting to 2200 is rough. Some of these guys are really good. This guy's a 1750. What? We're getting smacked around by a 1750? Like, what is happening? I have to go here because he wants to go here to trade the knights. I cannot trade the knights. He's going to have to sacrifice for it. He has to. Or he could just go... There we go. Okay. I thought he was just going to play here. But this is good. Question now is, how do I survive this? The heck do I survive this? He's going to play this. And when he plays that, all hell breaks loose. Because he's hitting the pawn. He's getting in. Oh, getting in. And this doesn't look great. Okay. So how do we stop it? Bishop here. Defending this, trying to get the bishop here. The bishop here would be great because it defends this and it stops this pawn from moving. I think we do it. Let's go for it. Now that it's blockaded, we could bring the rooks here. He's probably going to play this because he's weird. And then if he plays this right now, I don't know, just rook here, hit it. I feel like that's fine. But yeah, I can't be out here pretending this is a good position. This is terrible. I'd definitely rather be white here. Okay, so he does push. This is not hit quite yet, but he's threatening to fork the rook and get it. So I do think we have to take, because obviously pushing would win the game. He's going to take with the rook. Offer a trade. Seems reasonable. I do want to trade, obviously, because I am up material. If I offer the trade, he plays knight here. Then I have check. I think this is fine. Maybe it's not so bad. Maybe he messed this up. Because this bishop's really holding everything together. Knight here, check. That's actually brutal, because that's mate. Block with the bishop, and we just take. It's mate. I mean, you can block with the queen and the rook first, but it's just straight eating. So this would be a colossal blunder, guys. Don't forget that. Check. I mean, this is, I mean, it works. I don't think it's good, but I think it works. I'm going to move. Blocking just makes too many pins. I don't like the fact that he could take and then dislocate the bishop. Just going to move out of the way. 2 minutes left. Got to clutch this up against the 1750. Up a pawn. Not actually, though. We have 2 pieces. 3 pieces. A rook. So we're up in exchange, but he has an extra pawn. And that pawn is this pawn. And that's a pretty good pawn. Probably better than the exchange. But maybe there's a way to hold this. I don't know. I think trading has to be the best move. We're going to trade. We could offer another trade, but I don't think that even benefits us anymore. Maybe it's just this. Going for this and this. I'm just going to go for it. Push the pawns, guys. What does he do? The back rank problems are real. This queen is putting in work on this back rank. Putting pressure because he cannot take. This is mate. He can't push. This is a free knight. Good. Now, whoa! Where did that arrow come from? I think we push. Push. Knight comes in. Check here. Push. Knight comes in. Oh, we can't play rook here. Queen would take. So what do we do here? He is threatening the pawn. Oh, we could. Okay, first of all, check. King moves. King has to go there. What are you thinking about? Why do people think when there's only one legal move or one move that doesn't lose instantly? I want to play this. After knight here, queen here, queen. You have to defend getting mated, and you don't have check. So what does it look like? Rook here, knight here, queen here. Queen has to go here, let's say. Does that work for him? Does he defend everything somehow? Rook here, knight takes. Queen here, queen here, rook here. Gotta go for it. No time. No time. Knight here, queen here is crazy. Somehow there's no mate. What? Can I just take it? Does he end up winning? It's still pinned. I'm gonna lose on time again? Bro, what the hell? I have to go here. He's gonna take. This should be a win. Or at least a draw. For me. But I have no time. Can I just pre-move this? I think I'm gonna pre-move a draw again, guys. Hold on. We have to get to this pawn. I think we have to sacrifice the rook for the bishop and the pawn. And then draw on the other side of the board somehow. Oh my god, I just wasted so much time on that. Oh my gosh. Is he gonna lose? Oh my god! Oh! Oh my god, guys! Oh my god, guys! Oh my god, guys! What the actual flip just happened? Oh my god! He wants to challenge me again. No way. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Woo! Oh my god, man. He was giving up his pawns just to flag me. Little did he know. Little did he know they call me Hikaru, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god. Good opening. Here I messed up. Rook there is terrible. What was I supposed to do instead of rook there? What's the best move? You're supposed to take, and then what? Is it this? No, so what is it? What's the best move here? Bishop takes d3. And then what? g6? G6? Oh, F5? F5 going for this. Wow, that's actually very strong. I didn't see that. Going for this, moving the bishop. Okay. Now H4, E4. Queen F1. Queen takes G3. We just don't care about the knight. Like, what? This isn't human. Okay. So instead, we played rook. Okay. Rook there is also terrible. We're still supposed to go for the same idea. Taking rook there is horrible. Queen back. Good to go after the pawn. Bad to put the knight in the middle. First got to take the open file. That's very interesting. Same problem as last time. Take open file. Very instructive. Take the file. This is just, yeah, brilliant because he has to take it because now his extra pawn is just amazing. Bishop there is good. Takes. I said here that he might have lost this advantage, and he did. Pushing. Good. Check. Queen F2 is winning. Because you're threatening this. What is wrong with me? How do we not see that? I'm like thinking I have to be here in order to go here somehow. That doesn't even make sense. Oh my god. What do you even do here? He has to go back. And then what? How do you win this? How do you win this? You can't play... Oh, is it just this? Wow. What does he do here? Knight H4? Oh my god, bro. Rook B1? Rook B1? Can't you just go back then? So just wants you to... Bruh. Rook E2. Hit the queen. Queen H5. And then A3. Because this is just cooked. For what? Why, though? You have this. Pretty safe. So what's the issue? Knight G6 check. Here. Knight H4. What's the game plan? You could just take the pawn? Wow. And then, I mean, you're just making a queen. That is disgusting. Disgusting. Take. Here, we're winning. He blundered the advantage. Oh my god, you could take the bishop with check and then be up a piece. Oh my gosh, here it's literally just rook takes. That's so terrible. Why are these arrows here? Why are these arrows here? Take the rook and then take the bishop after king takes. Wow. And here I have 13 seconds. And I hear you spend 6 seconds on that rook move. And in this position, if he was a good person, he would agree to a draw. Because this is a draw. But no. He wants to move backwards to try to win on time. See how that works out. We take, we take, we push, we push. We get stuck. We're at 2 seconds. Oh my goodness. Wow. GG's. All right, last game of the day. Last game of the day. Last game of the day. We're playing at 1900 pretty much from United Kingdom. Let's get it, boys. We get 9 points if we win. End the game at 18. End the day at 1862. That's pretty good. So yeah, Sicilian Open. Oh, says it right here. Sicilian Open. Here I like to take. I mean, play d4, take, and then defend the pawn in the middle. A lot of times he ends up playing f3 in this kind of position. So first I'm going to develop the dark squared bishop. Move the knight back. I probably should have moved it here. Usually you move it here, but I don't like it, so I didn't do it. Just develop and castle. I'm going to go after this light squared bishop so that he doesn't have one, and I'll just have the bishop pair. And if he moves it back, That's fine. He's gonna have to waste a move at some point to get rid of the knight. Okay. The question becomes when to play f4. Like a king h1 timely f4 is good. What? He's sending the fork, so we have to take. Takes. First take the bishop, because I don't want him to take with the knight and have a discovered attack, even though it's defended. I just don't like that. Here I'm going to take. He's going to take back, threatening fork. So bishop here. Put pressure. He does have this. I would probably take. Yeah, okay. Take. He takes. Then I take. He takes. I take this one. He can't take here. Doesn't work. He's going to take here. Then we're going to play knight in. He literally doesn't work. What are you thinking about? Pawn takes. Bishop takes bishop. Your queen's hit. Trade queens, I guess. And then take again. I could just take your rook. Like, what is happening? Why are you thinking? What are we thinking about, gang? Guys, what is he thinking about? There we go. This is a good diagonal for the bishop. This is a good square for the knight. We do need to do something about, yeah, this is, I hate this kind of setup where you just have to defend the c-pawn. But here we are. So let's get the rook in the game. Try to either put the rook on the c or the d file. Just activate the pieces. I probably should play a3 at some point so that knight b4 doesn't come. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that sucks. I think I have to play this, which is just so ugly, but we're going to do it. Takes. I take back with the pawn, I think. If I take back with the knight, I'm going to get forked. No, I won't get forked. I was thinking queen takes. I could take with this rook, I guess, because if I take with this rook, then I lose the pawn. But I also don't ever move the knight, because then this comes eventually. This comes with tempo. I like it. Yes, he has this, though. No, I missed. No way, bro. Oh, hell nah. You declined the draw, bro. Get out of here. You suck. Wow. Wow. We gotta end up above 1850 on the day. Wow. Wow. So we drew the first one. We won the second one. We lost on a misclick. And we're gonna win this one to go out on a bang. And in fact, we're gonna win up very quickly because I'm tired. I'm already losing, by the way, because I played this opening terribly because I wasn't paying attention. But it's fine. It's not like losing. It's just a free bishop. A free bishop. I mean, it's just karma. The last game literally was just a misclick so that we would get this. Like, it's just how it works, bro. Wow. Wow. Just amazing. How do I even defend it? How do I even defend this, though? No, I'm joking. Wow. What a way to go out. If this guy ends up beating me, the road to 2200 is over. Road to 1800 begins. Knight here. Knight here. To defend the pawn. Okay. This. is a threat if he plays this. Wow. Can't lie, I didn't see that the knight then defends that square, but it's okay. It's okay. Take with the knight or the queen? Take with the knight. I have to just simplify. What am I doing, bro? Like, I'm making this game complicated. Why? I have to move this bishop. This bishop sucks. This bishop sucks, bro. All right, guys, we got this. We got this. We got this. Chill. He's hitting the pawn. Can move back and get hit with this. He's gonna play here, take, and then I don't know. Rook takes. Play knight here. Like, I feel like I'm already blowing this, bro, because I'm just too hyped that I'm up a piece. Like, should I just play this to go for the queen trade? Am I weird? Am I weird? Go for this. Yeah, it's a terrible move, but this knight's pissing me off. So it's a good move. Well, that's... He has to play knight takes now. Okay. Now this is a good move, though. Right? Queen takes, knight takes. Yeah, I mean, good move. You can take the bishop and then lose. Ooh, it comes with check, buddy boy. Ooh, it comes with check. Ooh. Ooh. Next time when you're down a piece, maybe resign, buddy. Maybe resign attacking the knight, bro. What are we doing? Should I, like... There we... Let's go, baby. All right, boys. How do I go to the homepage of this stupid website? I can't even see my recent games. Someone tell me how to see my recent games. Oh my god, they ruined this website. There we go. Draw, win, loss on a misclick, win on a terrible blunder. Wow. That's crazy. All right, guys. It's been a pleasure. We are now at 1853. We started at 1847. How did we only gain? I guess. I freaking guess, bro. Goodbye. Get the hell out of here. Come back for the next one. Peace.